of Monday.com. Oh, I like to record this session. Wait 1 second, so we can send it to you afterwards, and the people are still joining or missing it.
Christy, it's already recorded, so it's now started.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, so the Monday.com dashboards webinar. Today I'm going to show you the use. Why are we using the dashboards? The use of different widgets, how we can add and build dashboards. If you have any questions, you can use the chat or wait after the webinar. You can also ask me questions, and we would like to send you a feedback form afterwards. If you can fill that in, that would be really helpful. My name is Christy. I am a Monday.com product specialist at Thrive, and we are a Benelux partner of Monday, and we help implement and optimize Monday.com at companies. And let's go to Monday.com. For this webinar, I made a workspace with a few boards in there. This is a project board, so this use case is for project management. I have a project approvals board, so for new requests and all the statuses they go through. I made 3 projects, A, B, and C, and the boards are basically the same. So I'm going to show you what's in there. So we have a planning, execution, and a launch. And the different tasks are in here. We have a task owner. The statuses are in here. We have a timeline of all the statuses, durations of the tasks. In all these projects, they have dependencies. So the task can only start if the other task is done. How much effort hours are planned, how much is spent, and when they are completed. If they are completed on time, what's my budget, what did I spend, and how much budget do I have left, who is the project manager, and who is the product owner. So I have these 3 boards. I have a sprint planning for the non-projects, so basically they're just loose tasks. This is just going on through the whole year. And for this, I made this project board. So why do we use dashboards? Dashboard is a way to create an overview of all your running projects, and you can visualize all your data here. You can, let me put this back to edit. So if I am a manager, or if I want to send this to my manager, I don't need to see all the details. So here I have a project dashboard of 5 boards. So you can add all the boards, up to 50 boards of all your running projects. And you have a high-level overview of all your projects. So in this case, I added my 5 boards. Here I can see the overview of the project. So I only added A, B, and C. So I can see the progress of the boards. So they're all at 50%, 50%. I have a battery widget added. So this is the progress of the tasks which are done, or in any status they are. And as all the Monday boards have, everything is clickable. So from here, you can also go into the details. So even if it's an overview high-level board, I can still go into the details and see, hey, which tasks are stuck? Where can I help? Does anyone need help? I can click on the conversations. Help, I'm stuck here. So does someone need anything? I can even change statuses. And from here, I can also see what is done. What are the future steps? I can see my financials. So here I can clearly see my budgets. I have my total overview, or my total budget. I have my spend budget, and I have my budget, which I have left. And here I can even change, do I want the sum or the average? I have my team workload. So here I see all my team members and how much work they have during the months, weeks, uh, or years. So do they have too much work? Do they have time which I can fill in with other tasks? I can change this to days, weeks, or months. I can also see my team's workload in total, or which tasks are unassigned. And also here I can click on one of my team members and I can see which tasks are they working on, how many tasks are they working on. For the project teams, I can see here, okay, which are team tasks or which tasks are still unassigned. And if I click on today, I can see we're in week 43. So I can see exactly where we are. I have here my Gantt view, which is basically a really nice timeline to see all the steps in your projects and where we are now. And also here, you can see into the tasks and also adjust it if needed. So if I see here, okay, we need this a little bit. Oh, sorry. I'll do it like this. I can move this if I know I'm gonna be late. I can move this, and everything will be adjusted. It's always taking a little bit longer when I'm sharing the screen, but you can see, hopefully, that every task coming after this task will move also. I'll show you later. I have my sprint planning with all the tasks and where we are in the year. And we have a project priority chart. So here I can see clearly which projects are in which priority class. Also here I can click on it and see which ones are with a low priority, or I can exit the drill down and go back to the full charts. I have here a chart with all the statuses of all the projects. So I can see 31 statuses are done. I have 27 future steps. I have some stuck tasks. Also here, I can click on it and see which ones they are. It's the same as all the other features. And also here, I can go back. So this is a high level overview dashboard board. If I am a product, if it is my project, so for example, project B, I don't need to see the overview of all the projects. So I can also make a project view. So I can see the same data basically, but just for my project. So here I have my project dashboard. And also here you see my battery, which tasks are complete on time or late, my budget, but then just for my project B, the workload of my team, who is working on it. And also I can add the other widgets which I like to see. I can filter on person, I can filter on status to just break it down a little bit more. So you have the difference between a project board and a project view. So now let me show you how to make your own dashboard. So here you can click on the add and you can choose to make a new dashboard board. And you can choose here to make it main so everyone can see it, or make it private, so that's your own choice, of course. And let's just call it new dashboard. Here I can choose which boards I want to connect to the dashboard. The nice thing is that you're not bounded to your own workspace, but you can also see other workspaces. So basically you can just add any dashboard you have access to your, or every board you have access to your dashboard. So for now, I just want to see project B, A, see, I want to see my sprint planning, and I like to see my project approvals board. These are the widgets. So all the things I showed you in the dashboards is called widgets. And here you can choose which widgets you want to add. So let's start with a battery widget. And you can adjust all the widgets to the size you'd like. You can move them to any space you like. So everything's adjustable to your wishes. Here you see the boards you added. You can also just say, okay, I don't want to see my sprint planning in this, so I'm just going to check this out. It's going to reload, and then you have only 4 boards. Here you have the widget center. So from here, you can choose any widgets you like to add to your dashboard. There are loads, as you see. So let's add a numbers widget, because earlier I showed you my budget. You can change the text of your widgets. So let's call this one budget. And if you click on the 3 dots, you can change the settings to, and this is for any widget you like to change the settings to. So I have my numbers widget for project A. It's now set on duration, but I wanted to see my budget because I got this budget. You have to do this for every project or any board that's in here. So project B, I also want to see the budget. So I'm going to switch this off. For C, the same. And I have more settings options. So here I can choose it's euros. And you can place the decimals also, or automatically or manual. So you can make it more or less, whatever you like. Here again, I can choose the board. So if I say, okay, I don't want to see A or B, I can just check them out. And here I can choose the groups which in your board, if I want to see all the groups or just the top groups or whatever you like. So now I have my budget for all my boards. Also here you can do actually the same as in the site settings here. So make it euros or dollars. See the sum average. Also here's the little filter or filter on person. The nice thing is that you can duplicate it. So if I say I want my budget, my spend, and my budget, what I still have left, I can just duplicate it 2 times, and it's a little bit easier to just adjust the settings. So I can just change it here. Make sure you do it for every group, otherwise you have just one budget, one spend budget, and then the rest is the normal budget. And for this one, I want my budget, which I have left. So let's make this a little bit smaller. Move them so they can sit next to each other. Okay. I have my Gantt view, so my timeline. This is one of the timelines. There are more widgets which are like a timeline. Let's see. You can also search here. So I have timeline. So I have time tracking. I have timeline. So the difference between the timeline and the Gantt is the Gantt is a nice overview. Oh, you see here finally my my item was moved. The timeline is just like a calendar. Oh, So you can see where are we now, and there are just tasks. Here you have a nice dependency going on in your Gantt. And you also have a actual calendar. So you can see how long is your project going on. So this is actually day by day. So you can choose which one is the best for you. I'm gonna delete this for now. Just wanted to show you this. So I have my Gantt view. Also here I have the settings. Project A, I don't need my project approvals to see because they're not really in a timeline. I have project B and project C. And you can group them. I don't have sub items, so you can just leave this empty.
Christy, maybe good to explain where the groups can be found. So if you group them, how is that visual in this overview?
Let me go to another. Let me show you. So I can group them by the status. So you see it changed on the left side. So now they're grouped on status. So done, stuck, future steps. I can group them by boards. So I have my whole project, and you can see all the tasks from the project in one, just underneath each other. You can also group them by people, so you know which tasks are belonging to which people. I like to group them actually by board. So I have my project. I can label my projects. So I put a name behind it, so you can also see here task 7, task 8. So you can just go through every little setting to make it more detailed or less detailed, just however you like. So here you have all the dependencies. You can also turn this off so you don't have the little lines with them. The group summary, so you see this popping up or going away. Today's indication, so the timeline where we are today. You can take away the weekends if you like, and show the colored legend here at the bottom, so you know what it means. The critical path, this is a new feature. So if you click on this, you see that some tasks are out of date or almost out of date, so they will turn red. You can just show it or hide it. And the baseline is also a really nice new feature. So you can, let me turn this off. You can make a screenshot, for example, at the beginning of your project. And it will make a screenshot how the project is doing now. So if you want to see, I made my project planning and we're halfway the project. Are we still in the same planning as I started the project, or are some tasks moved by date? And do I need to take care of that in next project, so I know some things just take longer? So I have here my baseline timeline of today because I just made that. And it also makes new columns, if I say this correct, new columns in my board. And if I move this a little bit, you see that the baseline, let me see which project, this is project B. So if I take away this baseline, you see the difference? So it was here, but now it actually moved to here. So you can always see if in new projects you need to take care of your planning.
Christine,
Yes,
sorry to interrupt, but there
no
is a
worries.
question.
Yeah.
If you filter a dashboard, is
Mhm.
that visible for everyone, or how does that works?
Yeah, it's visible for everyone. Um, let me finish this one and then I'll come back to that. If
Perfect.
I
Thank
forget, remind me, please.
you.
Yeah. Um, do you actually mean, I don't know who the question asked, but if you filter actually on this or the whole dashboard or just this filter?
The top filter.
This
So the
one.
one you're showing right now, yeah.
Okay, so you can save the filter. So for example, I want all the tasks that were stuck because that's convenient for me. And I'll save the filter. It will stay filtered, and this is for, you see here the little filter thingy is on. I am not sure actually. Sophie, do you know?
Yes. So once you save filters in a dashboard, it's actually stuck for everyone. So this filter will be shown for everyone who is viewing the dashboard. And this is as opposed to in a regular board, if you use filters, then it's only visible for you as a person. But in dashboards, it's the other way around.
Okay, so I really have to turn this off or if I want to see everything again. Okay, so you see here my baseline is still visible and you have to go back to the settings to turn it off. And you can make as many new baseline print screens or snapshots if you like, so you can see during the project how your progress is going. Here you can choose which boards. It's a little bit as the same, of course, as the other widgets. And you can choose the groups, well, also the same as the other widgets. And we have a chart. And here you can also, let's make it a little bit bigger. So here you can choose, do I want columns or do I want a pie to see all like a nice round? Do I want a line table? So just which is most convenient for your project, of course. Let's make it just normal bars. The X is the this one, the horizontal, and the Y is the vertical line. So here you can choose what you like to see. So I want to see the statuses. Actually, I don't want to see my project approvals. So I want my see my project A, B, and C, and I all want to see the statuses of the items. So, and again, also probably you know by now, but you can also click on it and go into the items. Oh, go back to the chart. The Y, so the vertical line, you can choose, do you want to count the items? There's not much more possible with my project boards now. Also here you can make the benchmark line, just the same as the Gantt view. And here you can just, I'm not sure what this is actually.
you can determine how to sort it. So which column goes first. So now the orange one is first when it's working on it, and you can adjust how it's top to bottom, bottom to top, but I think it doesn't make any sense in the current setup that you have.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Thank you. And also, again, here you can choose which boards and which groups you want to show in your chart. And let's add the workload. So I have my workload widget. And here I can also or filter on which people I like to see or which statuses I like to see. A little bit too enthusiastic. And here, this is also nice. You see here, you can see your baseline I made in the Gantt view. You can also choose to see that timeline, or I can choose completion date. So here you can also fill in per project what you'd like to see. Task owner, this is a nice one, of course, because I have 3 people column. So I have my task owner, my project manager, or my product owner. So you can choose to see which one you want to see. And do I want to see the percentage or the number of items someone is assigned to? Do I want to count items or the effort? And here you can edit capacity per person. Oh, again, too enthusiastic. And here you can say, okay, every person has 40 hours per week to spend, or you can edit per person if someone is a part-timer. The boards and groups we know by now, I think. If you want to share your boards, you can share it here with a little share button, and you can or send the link to people or invite people by email. The best feature is actually to schedule an email notification, so you can send this to your manager or to your colleagues every day, week, or month, so you don't have to think about it, and they are just updated whenever they want to or need to. I think I have everything. Did I miss anything, Sophie?
No, I think you didn't, but maybe there are some requests or questions, or would anyone like something else to be explained further than this? Then you can either raise your hand, just say something, type your question. I mean, this is your time. You can ask your personal questions. But if they're not, then no, I think you explained everything very well, Christy. So I would say thank you so much for this presentation. And yeah, feel free to, oh, it was clear. Time to try ourselves. That's good. And
good to hear. Thank you.
Yeah, so Christy, yeah, some final words if anyone needs help.
Yeah, just let us know. You all have my email address. You can send us requests if you think of questions like, oh, I want to know this, or can you please explain how to make this dashboard? Just send us an email. Feel free. And then I think I say enjoy lunch.
Thank you so much. You too.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye.
Bye. Bye.